right.
7 a.m. And all the guys who work on pit row, they're all going in. I'm in the hauler of the 22 car with the three-time NASCAR champion, Joey Logano. And Joey, it's a nice sunny weekend here in the Poconos.
It's beautiful.
Do you get to enjoy the area at all, or do you just like live in this hauler the whole time?
I'm in here a lot.
Yeah.
But you know, at night usually we go to dinner. We won't this time because I got a bunch of stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
But I got my family up here, so we enjoy the area a lot here, and they're going to go out and have a little fun today and sightsee a little bit. We like going to. You ever been to the town of Jim Thorpe?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's a cool town.
It's a nice little town.
We go over there for dinner a lot.
You guys do camping, or do you guys like?
We camp here at the track.
Yeah, yeah. You ever go into the infield and like?
It's wild here.
Yeah.
They are getting after it.
What do you
They
do?
sold out the infield here in Pocono this week.
The
So
whole
it's just wild.
the race tomorrow is sold
Sold out too. Yeah. It's
What
crazy.
do you walk around like? Do you put a mustache on? Or?
I go for a golf cart ride. A lot of times kids like to go for a golf cart ride,
Right.
and the sightseeing's something to see.
Mhm.
And as the night goes, it gets a little bit more extreme. So
Right.
you kind of got to back it down. But I tell you what, last night they had a hell of a concert going on out there. I
Yeah.
heard them jamming out.
What do you think Pocono competes with Talladega when it comes with the infield party?
In a different way.
Okay.
It's in a little bit more tamed family manner.
It's
right here.
more
It's
family friendly
here.
here in Pennsylvania.
Yes, 100%. Talladega's like they're in a different league over there. They're like really gone off the deep end.
Yeah. Speaking of going
over here is more controlled at least.
Speaking of going off the deep end, race car fans are insane and they love their sport. And I was talking to a bunch of my buddies yesterday about people getting driver numbers tattooed on them.
Yeah.
Now, back in the day, Tony Stewart was the 20,
Right.
and then you became the 20, and I'm sure some people were upset about that.
Right.
My question is, how does a fan properly represent a driver with a tattoo and not get a number?
I mean, did you never change your name?
Right? Signature? Autograph?
With signatures, I've seen that a lot.
Mhm.
And the commitment level, though, of a fan to do something like, I don't know if I got that kind of commitment level in me.
You don't
to
have
do
any
that.
tattoos, do you?
I got a ring tattoo from when we were married, but that's all I got.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know if I'm willing to do that.
And if you,
because like, what if something was to happen? Like, here's the question I ask all the time. Right? I'm as safe of a bet as you can possibly imagine. But like, what if it was somebody that like you were a big fan of, and then you found out later on he's doing something that was not so good.
Right.
And then you got the name on it.
Right.
Right, and you're like,
Yeah.
and you got to handle that because you can't be walking around with.
So
with
you're
that
saying
stuff
don't get
on.
any driver's tattoos because you don't know
I
if
don't
any.
know if I would do that. Like, I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Okay.
Right? I mean, I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I appreciate it. I think it's really cool. I think it's like an amazing story to see like my name on someone else's body. It's like, oh, that's kind of interesting. But I don't know if I'd be out there recommending to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't. I mean, I'm covered in tattoos, but they're all dumb.
But yeah.
But they all
But
mean
do they
something.
mean
to
something?
Yeah,
to
yeah.
you?
These
So,
are all music.
So I can see how people can get into it. I can see that.
The race last week in Mexico, there was a little bit of rain.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
it like when you're driving a NASCAR stock car in the rain? Is
It's
it?
a little slick.
Do you
it's
grip
like-
the steering wheel tighter in a
You're
race?
just- I mean, it's a nerve-wracking,
Right.
Because, you know, especially Mexico, you're going on that long straightaway. You got a heavy braking zone, and you're like, where can I hit the brakes?
Right.
Because you know where you were at when it was dry, where you can hit the brakes, and now it's wet, and you're still going pretty fast down the straightaway, and you got cars in front of you. You can't see as much anymore either. Like it's a little harder to see, and it's easy to lock them up. And once the wheels are locked, you're
Going.
Okay,
I think that's what happened to Kyle last.
Right. Yeah. As soon as they lock them, you are a passenger from there, like trying to get everything gripped back up. So you're like trying to ease into it.
Mhm.
So like everybody goes pretty slow to start, and then it's like, okay, I got an idea of what I can do. You push it a little bit more, push it a little more. But then the track's ever changing.
Mhm.
On top of that, it's like if it starts raining harder, and what you were able to do, you can't do anymore.
Mhm.
Or it starts drying up, and you're like, okay, I gotta go a little more. Well, where's the new edge?
Right.
I gotta go push a little bit more. And how do you find the edge a lot of times?
Right.
You gotta jump it.
Right.
Right? So like
There's a lot of jumping.
Can you jump the edge without like wrecking, right? To find it, it's challenging, and it's something that we don't do often.
No.
Right? Like
Would you prefer
maybe
like
once a year, if that?
If it was raining today in Pocono and they said let's put the rain tires on, would you like that, or would you rather just not?
I'd rather wait until it's dry.
Okay.
It's different at a speedway.
Now
It carries so much more speed than a road course.
right.
Yeah.
The NASCAR season is, I think, like the longest season in sports.
Pretty long.
How do you find, like, how do you separate, like, race life from your personal life? Like, how do you find time in that?
I mean, everybody you have to figure that out, right? And it's challenging for everybody on the team, not just the drivers, right? Like, everybody is gone a lot. And, what I try to do at least is when I go to work, I go to work. When I go to home, I go to home.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, I try to separate.
And you bring the
it
kids
all.
with you sometimes?
Yeah, they're with me this weekend. Probably a third of the races they go to,
Okay.
which is super nice, and we're really lucky to be able to do that. But I try to just, when I go home, put my phone away, put everything away, and be present.
That's great.
And then if I go to work, I tell my wife, don't call me.
No, I'm working.
Unless it's an emergency, I gotta go to work, right? And
Yeah.
we got a pretty good program figured out at this point.
Two more questions. You were called Sliced Bread by Mark Martin. Who do you think is the next sliced bread? And what do you think is the next, instead of saying sliced bread, what's the next best invention?
I'd say Zillage right now is probably the one that stands out against everybody coming up right now. He seems like to be one heck of a talent. So I'd be interested to see how he progresses through his career and if he stays on path.
And Mark Martin's pretty spot on with you. I mean,
it took a little longer than I think we all expected, but it ended up working out pretty well.
And my final question, Joey Logano, do you put ketchup on a hot dog?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's all.
Doesn't everybody?
No. It's about a 50-50 split. But most people have
They
strong...
do mustard over
most people do mustard over ketchup. Mm-hmm. But most people have strong opinions either way. So
I'm not a mustard guy. I don't put mustard on anything. Just don't like it. Ketchup guy.
Listen, Joey Logano, it is an honor to talk to you.
Well, good to talk to you too.
Thank you so much, and good luck on Sunday. Not that you need it.
No, we'll take whatever you get.
Right now, the Xfinity drivers are doing their practice laps, and then they're going to be qualifying. Standing in pit row. And the big story this weekend is Dale Jr. is going to be crew chief of the 88. That's the guy who's driving the 88 car. He's also the guy Joey Logano said is the next sliced bread. Richard, does ketchup belong on a hot dog?
Do what?
Does ketchup belong on a hot dog?
Whatever you feel good about. You can have whiskey, Rebel, Childress Vineyards, whatever you want to put on it.
Okay, thank you. Doesn't make sense, but we'll take it. This is the media center. It's where I've been doing a lot of my editing throughout the day. And you see the people are all lined up outside because drivers are giving press conferences inside. You still here? Have you left or have you been here the whole time?
Here for about an hour, 30.
Whose autograph did you get so far?
Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney so far.
So far, that's it?
So far today.
Okay. How many, is the whole book full of autographs?
Cards, and yeah. Just
Let me see. Let me get a peek.
These guys are a lot nicer than the Phillies. Nothing signed.
Nothing yet.
Nah,
Yet. Day's still early, and we have tomorrow to go too.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll be at Sunday Night Baseball tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Let's go Phillies.
Go Phillies.
Abilities for today, we're joined by Carson Hostevar, driver of the number 77 Chevrolet Versailles.
With Ricky Stenhouse Jr. this week or this weekend?
No. I mean, unfortunately, like, right, is like, I'm not sure what I would say, right? There's nothing that really would change it, right? We've already had that conversation. I feel like we have a good relationship, or had one, right? It's just, just running behind him, just kind of logging laps, and just locked up in a very dumb spot. It was just so dumb, really, and just a mistake that didn't need to happen and didn't want it to happen, and but there's nothing that I could do or say. I can't go buy him a Hallmark card and really make things better. So which sucks. It sucks for me because he's the only NASCAR driver that owns a sprint car team, and I love sprint cars. So it sucks because I want to go talk to him about a sprint car team. So hopefully everything can be set. But I know that scorecard has me ahead right now.
So pretty much all the drivers are coming in here and for 3 or 4 minutes at the time, and it's like a scrum. It's fantastic.
Tournament and everything that's coming up with, is that something that you'll be paying attention to once that begins next weekend?
Do you feel like you have to get a win to make it?
Pretty much, yeah. I think that, points, no, you can do it on points, but with where you're at right now. But if there's 2 more winners that are behind you that get in, and that puts you to a negative 100 deficit, then obviously that's not going to be doable. So I think the 50 that we're behind right now is certainly achievable, but if it gets any deeper than that and we're not able to close in here in these next 3 or 4 weeks, then it's going to be tough a little bit.
When you see drivers like Stenhouse and Hostar have this back and forth, and they kind of this war zone, are you entertained by it? Do you just laugh? Do you give it any mindset or thought at all? Do you use? I don't know.
No, not really. I guess just if you're around them on the racetrack, then you just kind of keep your eyes open, right, for for that time of payback. But I can certainly sympathize with Stenhouse and the agony that he's had over the last few weeks. But it kind of goes along with everybody. I mean, frankly, we would have said the same thing about Stenhouse years ago. So. It just kind of is what it is.
And the other thing, last question, and I don't know if you saw it last week with Josh Berry. Stenhouse went over to confront Hocevar, and Josh Berry saw this and just was leaning against the railing, kind of taking it in. Do you ever seen a moment on pit road you're like, oh, these guys are going to have a moment here and I want to watch this, or anything like that? Think of Heartbreaker at Texas with Brad and
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever really been a spectator to those. I've mostly been a participant, so I can't say that I've ever really been one where I'm like, oh, I'm just going to stand here and check this out because I see it coming. I'm so just in my own little world that, after a race is over, I'm pretty much, I'm out of here, you know what I mean? I'm over it.
Kyle, there's a lot of buzz about Dale Jr. being on top of the pit box for today's Xfinity race. As somebody who was also a car owner and as a driver, how difficult is that transition to make?
It's all publicity, but spin it how you want it. He's just going to be a warm body sitting on top of the box. They've got enough stuff from the shop and enough technology these days of being able to have the crew chief still involved. So, I could say I could do the same thing, with one of my truck teams, but the guys at the shop would be the ones handling it. But still, great, cool eyeballs and, putting some attention on their team and stuff like that. I mean, JRM's one of the top 2-3 teams in the Xfinity series, and so may the best man win.
Is it something you would ever do full time?
Crew chiefing?
Yeah.
No. I already crew chief enough with a 10-year-old driver, and it's enough of a headache.
Even full time, would you fill in on it?
No, I'm good.
Rowdy Nation, baby.
All right, there you go.
Thank you.
I apologize if I passed this, but have you and Carson had any conversations? Plan on any conversations? Or?
No. Eventually it'll all come together at some point. I'm not sure when or how, but it will. And I don't know. I have to pick and choose that.
he alluded to basically he feels like he knows he's got like 1 or 2 coming his way. Is that fair to say that that's probably going to?
Yeah, but I don't know what that is yet.
Yeah,
I haven't decided. Like I said, I mean, you don't want to go race cars on purpose, and the team guys have nothing to do with it, right? But at the same time, that's what's difficult about the position we're in is it is costing my team something, right? Spots and points. We went from 13th in points before Nashville to now we're 21st in 3 weeks, and so that's difficult. That's tough to swallow, and that's the thing that hurts worse for our team is just where it's put us, and so. You never want to do something to cost the workers on the team issues. But I don't know where it's going to go.
Martin Potato Roll is going to be your sponsor in the truck tomorrow or the car tomorrow, right?
Do what?
The Martin's Potato Roll.
Yep.
That's a Pennsylvania staple, and I was just wondering what is your favorite sandwich on the potato roll?
I like a good grilled peanut butter and jelly on their potato rolls. So. To me, it's really good. I like to have one before the race every now and then. That'll be my go-to.
Okay, there's a group of guys who are going to be sitting in the stands with potato rolls, and if you win, they're going to be throwing them.
Let's go.
Right, let's
hopefully
go.
we win. So that'd be cool to get a Pennsylvania company in victory lane here.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you so much. This is Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and that's the Martin's Potato Roll car, Pennsylvania favorite. All right, now the Cup Series guys, they are practicing. And then in just a little bit, they will be qualifying. There goes Richard Childress. Kyle Busch is in the car. His crew is making some minor adjustments. Pit row. Hey, you got one. You got an autograph. How exciting, right?
A lot today.
Who was it?
That was Nick Sanchez.
Oh my God, he's my favorite. He's my driver. Let me see his autograph. Is it nice? Yeah. Who do you think? Which race car autograph?
Like nicest.
Nicest.
Ryan Blaney when he takes his time.
Okay.
That's fine. Denny when he takes his time.
But most of them just.
Most of them, it's just.
Let me see your scribble. Like you got everybody on there, it seems.
Yeah, I got most of them.
Yeah.
They have pushed the car forward, and now they're pushing it back. Right now, we potentially going to hit Bubba Wallace on the list of drivers with challenges.
Bubba Wallace is having some trouble with his car. We're going to have to push it back to the garage. That's a long way to push a car.
Has withdrawn from practice, from qualifying, I should say. You've got Josh Berry, that's
Bubba Wallace is getting out of the car. We get ready for the Xfinity race. There is the 88 car, which Dale Jr. will be the crew chief for the first time. So that's like the pit box, and that starts off like this, and then it'll eventually transform into something like that where there'll be seating for people, not only people who work for the NASCAR team, but like sometimes if they're sponsors, they get to sit up there too. When they're finally built, they look like that with the chairs in them.
Fans are getting some autographs right before the race starts. Here comes Chase Elliott, one of the more popular NASCAR drivers, doing double duty today. Go Phils always. Right up, we're hunting for it.
On 21st, number 51, Lion All-Scout Electric Chevrolet from Spartanburg, South Carolina, Jeremy Clements.
Ooh, you get to have the drivers come up, high five the fans.
Lining up 17, number 19, DW Cable LLC Toyota from Justin Bonsigno. Starting 16, number 25, Dex Imaging Ford.
Two competitors walk down pit row. Honestly, being here today and like talking to some of the drivers, it seems to me like most of them are on friendly terms with one another. Even the ones who don't like each other seem like they kinda like each other. There he is, Dale Jr. looking over the, looking at the laptop, looking at the notes. Kyle Busch has said, not really a crew chief. We'll find out in just a few short minutes. There we are, this is the pace car in front of pit row. Chase Elliott has the pole for the Xfinity race today. There's the RJ Jones. Standing there in the pit box, looking over the, well, not looking really at anything. Is 15 laps old and 17 cars in the lead. Dale Jr.'s car is in 5th place. Well, what they say, it's always great. It's section 138. We're here. Those are good seats. A big wreck. We got a big wreck.
Right in the corner.
Right after the caution ends, another caution begins. This guy, he is not. There goes the green flag. I don't know who the other guy is, but Junior and him were talking about strategy with gas and pitting or staying out. So it does seem like Dale Jr. is actually being the crew chief. We're at the halfway point of the race, and it's under caution yet again. I think this is the 5th caution so far in this race. Junior doing an interview. Lap 80 of 100, 20 laps to go. Junior's car is in 3rd place. All right, we got about 7 laps to go. 88 cars in 3rd. Car is now in 2nd place, was in 3rd. Looks like it's moving. With 4 to go, the 88 car takes the lead. 2 laps to go, and they're still winning. We got the burnout.
Nothing compares to driving or just being around a team and being an underdog to look like this. This is a lot of fun. Celebrate Dale and our future.
1 for 1, Dale!
There you go.
Awesome job, Tony. Thank you. Statistics, you on the pit line. Oh, is that right? Good luck, Dale. Thank you. Awesome.
Good does it feel to have a little momentum here as you guys roll?